Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Luca Russia, and today I want to talk about the potential for Mob of the Dead to be remastered in Treyarch's next game. I want to talk about why I think it'll be remastered, and I want to talk about why I think it's going to be a pre-order bonus. So as a lot of you guys have probably heard by now, JC Backfire did an interview with Jason Blundell to reveal Zombies Chronicles a little while back, and when asked about Mob of the Dead, Jason Blundell said there's a potential for it to come back. And I take that as going to be remastered, but if you haven't seen it, here's the clip.
But yeah, Mob, I can't say too much, but what I would say is, I'm sure there's another purpose for that at some point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, at least in my mind, that clip meant that we're going to be seeing a remaster of Mob of the Dead, and Jason Blundell has been saying for years how important Mob of the Dead is, but that's never been fully fleshed out, and he's never really wanted to explain why it's so important. And the same thing with the EDGFX cipher, all the mystery that surrounds Mob of the Dead, there's so many things that we really don't know, and it really does set up well for a remaster for the next title. And with the entire storyline that he revealed in that same video, there's so much new information for Mob of the Dead that there's almost an impossibility that it isn't super important and that we aren't going to be seeing it in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure if it's going to be a true to form remaster where it's okay, where we're just going to be doing the exact same thing over and over, or if we're going to be seeing a little bit of a remake of it, not necessarily a remaster, where it's going to be new characters possibly, new quotes, new actual storyline to it. I'm not really too sure, but in my mind this means that we're going to be getting some sort of remake of Mob of the Dead. And now, assuming that Treyarch is going to be remastering Mob of the Dead, I think that they're going to make it a pre-order bonus. Because it seems like for the last couple of titles, Treyarch has always wanted to remaster something and include it as a pre-order bonus. With Black Ops 2 it was Nuketown Zombies, and with Black Ops 3 it was The Giant. And I don't really see them breaking that trend anytime soon, and especially with Zombies Chronicles coming out, there's not a ton of maps that they can actually remaster to throw into this pre-order bonus that they haven't done already. And with all these new remastered maps, there's only a few that they could actually do for the next game as a pre-order bonus. That's Mob of the Dead, Die Rise, Transit, and Buried. I don't really see them doing Transit, obviously, because it wasn't a fan favorite. Buried is the end of a timeline, and I don't really see them messing with that, especially with the timeline confirming that that was the end of a timeline, and I feel like they would just end that off there. And then Die Rise doesn't really have enough significance to the story for them to be able to do that. Now, the reason that I don't see Treyarch stop doing these pre-order bonus maps is because they make too much money and they do too much for the storyline for them to not really do it. Because it's a really easy way for them to actually engage the audience, and it's a cool way to say, okay, well, we're bringing them back this fan favorite map, cool, have fun with it. Now, there's a lot of reasons why I don't see Treyarch stopping these pre-order bonus maps. One of them is because it gets our nostalgic juices flowing, which is really important to the zombies community. 2, it makes money. 3, it really gets people talking about their game. And 4, it could be really, really good for the storyline, and they've shown that in the past that they can really incorporate these maps into the story. And if you don't believe me, look at Nuketown Zombies and look at The Giant. Those are 2 massively important maps to the story, especially Nuketown, because there's so much that we still don't know about the drill, there's still so much we don't know about the bunker, there's a lot of mystery swirling around it. And The Giant with the robot head from Origins, there's a couple of other things that are really important to it, but obviously I don't want to get too deep into that. But some people may be asking themselves, okay, well, why would they make it a pre-order bonus, and why wouldn't they actually put it into a DLC, or why wouldn't they make it into something like Zombies Chronicles like they did with Black Ops 3? And the answer to that is very simple, and it's because Treyarch wouldn't waste one of their 4 DLCs they're able to put out for their next game on a remaster. They need to continue furthering what is going on in the story rather than just continuously looking back to Mob of the Dead over and over again, and especially because they really only have 5 maps, not including a pre-order bonus, with the base map and their 4 DLCs, to really get their whole story across. And I really don't think they're going to put Mob of the Dead Remastered into a DLC 5 situation simply because there really isn't enough maps to actually remaster at this point. Anyway, that is why I think Mob of the Dead is going to be remastered for Treyarch's next game, and it's going to be included as a pre-order bonus. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'd really love to hear it. While you're down there, I'd appreciate a like. Subscribe if you guys are new around here, and turn on notifications because you're my daddy. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.